Rolls-Royce, first of all, one of Britain's most famous corporate names, has reported its worst ever loss, one of the biggest in UK corporate history. The jet engine maker posted a pre-tax loss of £4.6 billion for 2016. That included the record bribery charge it announced last month, paid to US, UK and Brazilian authorities, amounting to £671 million. But the vast bulk of the losses came from a £4.4 billion write-down on derivatives designed to protect them from currency moves. That was largely down to the fall in sterling. Now, we were hoping to talk to Rolls-Royce Chief Executive Royce at some point, but he told us then that he didn't have enough time. Happily, I'm joined, though, by Howard Wheeldon, an independent defence and aerospace analyst. Now, Howard, let's get to that point first. I thought that the falling pound was supposed to help out manufacturers and exporters. Why hasn't it worked for Rolls-Royce?
It works two ways. Okay, in the preceding years, when the pound has been strong because of their hedging policy, they've actually gained. So suddenly, of course, in 2016, when we had this dramatic drop in sterling, the like of which we haven't seen in a long time, that had a major impact, which they couldn't avoid covering, because it's very, very difficult to know where we're going to be 1, 2 and 3 years now. We're in a very, very different world. So they have come, because of transparency, they want to be more open. They've decided to make sure that they are completely up to date, shall we say, in terms of their hedging. Remember, they have to hedge because they make here, they sell the world, everything's priced in dollars, but they're making in euro or sterling or areas, or indeed in Singapore.
So it's one of the perils of the job. Let's have a look, shall we, at the share price of Rolls-Royce, one of the biggest fallers, as we'll come on to today. Down 4% there, we can see, 29.5p. You know, this was a disappointment, even looking beyond those costs that they've talked about.
It comes at a bad time for the company. We've had the unfortunate incident in relation to the SFO. That's clear. That's now behind them as a company.
Can I just say the SFO incident? I mean, let's just remind ourselves, shall we? I mean, you know, David Cameron. I've got a little quote that we should read here. You know, we're talking about one of the big companies for the UK here, and David Cameron, when he was talking about Rolls-Royce, he said that they were a world leader in the development of advanced technologies, of which the country can be proud. I mean, you know, it does look rather awkward.
And they are a world leader. He was absolutely right. They are a world leader, and they're something that we should be very proud of here in the UK. They have been for many, many years, and they will be again in the future. They have a massive order book to go forward with. Yes, they've admitted, they put their hands up, that the system that should have been fully in operation since regulations changed, so the Bribery Act and the various other regulations that not just the UK but other countries have signed up to, collectively and individually, that it didn't work. But they've admitted it, and I think that we can put that behind us.
Final quick question: Is it all over? Is this now kind of in the past? Because there is still, technically speaking, a threat of prosecution hanging them over if they don't behave. Is that right?
Well, yeah, of course there is. And so there should be. That
specifically
is
about these charges.
Specifically for the company, it is behind them. Now they've got to get on, continue to take the costs out, the package which will take them 3 years. It's going to be 3 tough years for them. I'm not saying that we won't be back here next year discussing some issues, because it takes time to rebuild. But they are on the way, and they've achieved more in this last year than they set out to do.